So here's the idea. What did we just do in that first problem? We got an expression for the derivative, and then we set it equal to what we wanted it to be, right? You guys with me? So on the first one, I know I want the slope to be 1/4. So I take the function that represents the slope, and I set it equal to 1/4. So you got to love that idea. What's different with part B? Oh my gosh. Poor little green dude. Find an equation of the tangent of the curve y equals e to the x that passes through the origin. And again, so many of these problems, if you're not drawing rough little sketches for yourself, I don't understand you. Can you see why this makes sense? What tangent line is going to go through the origin? Somewhere like right here maybe is going to go through the origin. Some point here, tangent line is going to go through the origin. What point is that? And you're all like, that's the question. What point is it? We know what it is. It's the point xy. There, I know it. In fact, I could be more specific. Since it's on that curve, it's the point x comma e to the x. What's the slope of that line? Say again? How do you know it's 1? What's the slope of that tangent line? Well, what 2 points do I know it goes through? Can't you get the slope if you know 2 points? I know it goes through this point, and of course the problem tells me it goes through. What's the slope then? Yeah, e to the x minus 0 over x minus 0. I love it. And what is the slope of this function anywhere? Yes. So I know I want the slope to be this. This part B is part A with less information. Part A, I knew it was supposed to be 1/4, and I set it equal to the slope, e to the x. Here I know I want it to be this. So I set it equal to the slope, e to the x. Can you solve that? You can't. What's really nice, what happens? What happens here? Can you solve that? Can you solve it? Please? Somebody? What would you do here first? Huh? Okay, sure. All right. You could do like this. Is that what you mean? No? That looks weird. You can multiply by x, right? Right? Multiply the x up. Isn't that the worst part of the equation is the thing I'm trying to solve for is in the bottom? Now, to be honest, what I would do is just kill the 2's. I would kill the e to the x's. Why am I allowed to divide by e to the x? Because it never equals. What can't you divide by? So you can't divide by anything that could be 0. Well, e to the x can't be 0. So I can divide by it. I can kill it. I don't lose any answers. So that's sort of like when I said, if I told somebody solve this equation, and they did this, and I'm like, well, where's the other answer? Minus a million points. Right? Where's the other answer? When you divided by x, you lost the probability that, or the possibility it could be 0. You lost an answer because x can be 0. Here, if I divide by e to the x, I don't lose any answers because e to the x can't be 0. So what's this question asking for? Find an equation. So what do I know so far? X is 1, which means the slope is what? Slope is e to the x anywhere, and I want to know the slope at 1, right? I know x is 1. I know that that's, so what can I put up here now specifically? What point is this? So I know it goes through 1 comma e. Now that's not going to bug me at all, to be honest, because it goes through 0, 0 also. So I know the y-intercept is 0. So I know b is 0. So all I really need is the slope. And what's the slope going to be? Well, when I plug a 1 in, I get e. So this is really neat. What's the equation then? Y equals mx plus b. Y equals ex. That's a cool little equation. Might just be me, but I like ex. It's cute. It's cute. So that's the equation of that tangent line. All right, maybe. So this idea that you have known since Math 90 level, you write an expression for something and you equal it to what you know you want it to be. Word problems. I got 80 feet of fencing. I want to construct a pen for my pet orc, right? So you write an expression for the perimeter and you set it equal to 80 because that's what you know you want the perimeter to be. So I write an expression for the slope and I set it equal to what I know I want it to be. Part A was nice. I wanted it to equal 1/4. Part B, I wanted to equal this weird shit. Oh, man. But it's the same idea. Okay. This idea of modeling, I think it's being glossed over in earlier math classes. And you hit a class where you're like, if you don't know how to model a situation, you're never going to be able to do the problems. Okay, maybe. Anything else you want to look at? Any other problems? At some point you're like, I'm calculus out. I understand that. By the way, just so you know this, I'm not going to be, I'm going to a conference tomorrow, so I'm not going to be in my office tomorrow, which kind of sucks, but didn't plan that out. So, just a little plan of attack. If you're kind of behind in the homework, if I were you, I would do the odd problems. Skip the evens for now, because you can check the odd problems, right? You can check those. If you have the solutions manual, you can even look at the work, and you can check the even problems too, if you have the solution manual. But focus on getting ready for the test. You know I'm going to like yell on you on your paper, what the hell, finish this, Craig, whatever. You know, like, all right, whatever, Jeff. I got to do what I can to get ready for the test. I've said this before, but don't leave entire sections where you haven't done any homework problems. You should know by now that if I did not let you do homework, you should rise up and go, what the shit, how am I ever going to do good on the test? Well, now I'm not just letting you do it, I'm telling you which ones are good ones to do to get ready for the test. And I have a room where I help you with the problems, if you wanted me to. So I will be in my office like at 6 for sure. If you knock on the door, if I leave it locked, on Thursday. If you want to come then. since I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Right? Okay.
Test corrections in the back.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Are you guys seeing tutors at all? Anybody? Are they helping? Anybody? Anybody looking for tutors? I want to see the tutors? No?
Very helpful.
Yeah. In the library?
Yeah, the library is a lab room.
You mean in the tech mall? Or the library?
Yeah, the
Tech mall, okay, okay. The Mass Data Center, yeah. Okay.
They get stumped on your homework a lot.
It's not my homework. It's the book. They have the solutions manual in there if they needed to. So all that would do. No, I know, I know. But all that would do is make the marks, so watch, it's not gonna affect the picture at all. The scale, right?
Yeah.
So if I made the scale here, let's say, 1,000. There's gonna have fewer tick marks.
Mm-hmm.
The picture doesn't change at all.
Yeah, but I was saying it would make it easier to see instead of trying to
Now watch,
raise it
see,
up to
see
like
this?
6,000.
See this? All right. It's the same. Yeah. All it does, see how many tick marks there are? There's a ton of them. There's a tick mark at every one. So if we go back to normal scale, here's what it looks like. Yeehaw! Now if I change the tick marks, and that's all I do, make this 1,000. Now it's just it puts a tick mark at 1,000, at 2,000. It doesn't change the picture at all.
Yeah, I was thinking of basically changing the scale and then changing how you were kept phrasing it like from 1,000.
But the only way to see that far up is to make the maximum it goes to more. So I had to go here and make the maximum 8,000. I had to. That's the only way I'm ever going to see the top of this. Right? Yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah, thank you.
I actually need 3.7.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, 3.7 is not really difficult. Yeah, yeah.